your hour. I'm being joined now by Paul Rosales from RE/MAX Realty Professionals and also my son-in-law, and he's holding my newest granddaughter. This is India Dawn.
India Dawn Andrea Rosales. We just had her on Monday. I know I've talked about her a little bit, so I figured I'd bring her on TV. I think the lights are kind of getting her eyes
She
just a little
doesn't
bit.
care too much for those bright lights.
So
she said, I don't need a tan, thank you.
This is Jackson. You've seen him come on. Come here, Jackson. Come here, buddy. Is this your little sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you a good big brother in the hospital? Is that a pretty ring?
Yeah.
Is that a baby
I'm
ring?
From India.
Yeah, that's from India, isn't it? Yeah. Were you a good brother? Yeah. So, well, this is the new little bundle of joy in our house. And, you know, kind of leads to a next kind of thing I was going to talk about. If people need to buy more house because they start adding to the family. Because I know this one, oh, honey, what's wrong? Oh, you know, when you have these, you kind of need more space sometimes. So if there's anybody out there who's expecting an addition, has a new addition, and they find that they need more space in their house, we can always get them into something bigger. And that's a pretty easy process to do as far as how I do things on that. You know, we go out and we get your criteria put together for buying a house. I put that criteria into my computer system, and every morning, if there's a new listing online or if there's a price drop in a house that meets your criteria, say you have it's a beautiful ring.
Yeah, don't put it on her.
Don't put it on her. She's too little. Say, for example, you have 3 bedrooms and you need 4. Well, I put that into the system. If you have 1 bathroom and you know you're going to need 2 because you're having lots of girls, then we go ahead and we put that in the system. And every house that has at least 4 bedrooms and at least 2 bathrooms will pop up in your email. And every morning you look in there for any new ones that come on board or any price drops. If somebody had it listed at 105 and they drop it down to 100 or say $99,000 and your maximum is 100, then that house is going to be there. In your email box every morning. It just saves people a lot of time. Instead of going to all these websites and trying to hunt down for an hour, this just pops it right in because, you know, another reason you might need an extra room is if you have visitors, like my nephew Trenton. He's been very helpful the last couple of days. He came over and, there you are. He came over and he's kind of been like a big brother, kind of teaching Jackson how to do it because he is a big brother. But, you know, a lot of the websites out there, they have contracts with our MLS. So everything you see on like RE/MAX.com, Trulia.com, Zillow, any website out there, Homes.com, Realtor.com, they all have contracts with our MLS service. Depending on their contract, they may update twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. Like for example, Twillo's, they're not real high on my list. I'll put a listing in on a Monday, and I'll get an email from them on a Thursday. And that email will tell me, yes, Thor, that email will tell me that it's added to their service. So that tells me only about twice a week they're actually updating listings. Why don't you go over to Mama? Mama wants you. But so, you know, after
She doesn't know she wants you, but
after being on the market for 4 days, a bunch of other people might have already found out about it. And I've been running into a situation where people will be looking on Twilio or Zillow, Trulia or Zillow, for example, and they'll send me a list. And I'll look at the list and I'll put it in my system, and half of those houses are already pending. Because the real nice houses are going, if they're priced right, they're going real fast right now.
Yeah.
And so you're getting information that may be 3, 4, 5 days old, and that's not really helping you. The way with what I do for my people is we set that up. And I can set it up for 1 of 2 ways. I can notify you once a day, first thing in the morning, of everything in the last 24 hours that's new on the system or has had a price drop or had a picture drop. Maybe they painted a room or something and they want to let you know it's not a funky color anymore. That will show up. I can set that up for once every day, or I can set it up for immediate notification. If you're looking for a specific kind of house and you want to be the very first people to know about it before even realtors will know about it, I can set that up to be able to facilitate that to where you get an immediate email notifying you of that listing that meets your basic criteria. Then you have a chance to give me a call. We go out and we check it out, and before anybody else knows about the property, we're already under contract on it. So that's an ideal way to do it. You know, besides, people just don't have the doggone time to be hunting and pecking every night for an hour. This system just, once I put it in there, it runs automatically for you.
Well, and the other thing is driving. You know, if you don't want to be driving, once you see something you really like or you think you really like, you want to drive there and look at it. But you don't necessarily want to drive to every single house that's listed.
Right. Yeah, not every single house is going to be one that you're going to like. You know, people traditionally look for anywhere from 8 to 10 houses before they actually settle on a property.
Sure.
And you know, if you're able to pinpoint that down, that house might look good if you're driving through the neighborhood, but it might be over your price limit, or it may not have as many bedrooms or bathrooms as you need. If it's in the MLS and it meets your basic criteria, it's going to be in your email box. And it's just a real convenient way to do it. You get it right from the MLS. You don't have to wait for Zillow or Trulia or Homes.com or any of those to update every 2 or 3 days, 4 days, whatever it is. You really are up to date on that, especially for houses that are priced right and just in perfect condition, just a perfect house for you. It's probably going to be a perfect house for somebody else. And at that point, it's just a question of who gets there first and who makes the offer and who goes under contract first. So it's a real nice way for us to be able to get folks taken care of quickly. And that way, when you need to make additions, if you have children, you're able to do it.
She comes back out again.
Yes, you did. She's out like a little light, aren't you, my love? All right.
Well, we'll
So
be
bye,
back.
everybody.
We'll be back with some movie reviews, so stay with us.